Hello and good morning. Today I fancied making a Sims build. I was thinking about CentreParcs, which is a sort of holiday villa thing which a lot of people do in the UK. And they're these little cottages or small villas with it's set in a sort of woodland. And I thought what I'd do today is have a go at making one with the Sims packs that I have. So what I'll do first is I'll do the foundation. And I can do that with a rather helpful, there's a floor plan available on the CentreParcs website, which I'm able to follow. So I'll place the rooms first before I do the before I put in the roof. There always seems to be rather a lot of storage in the CentreParcs, keeping for cots and things. And one of the big selling points of CentreParcs tends to be the big windows. So they have lots of natural light. And then all the cabins always have these little fires set into the wall. And they also always have these patio areas with a barbecue. So now I guess it's a question of doing the interiors. They often have like a white interior kitchen. And all the walls seem to be these kind of slightly green coloured. So this lot is centred within a selection of trees and woodland. They're designed quite cleverly so that you have an outlook out into the back of the forest and the roadway, but not sides to side. So when they're stacked together, sometimes 3 or 4 lodges together, you end up not being able to look in at other people's holidays and homes, so that's quite nice. I've placed a seating area out the back with some metal chairs. I've got a effect here of some ducks because they tend to be wandering around outside, which is always quite sweet. And then inside we've got the little lodge. It doesn't work entirely perfectly just because we're missing the fridge, because the fridge is always in one of these units. So if you wanted to play it normally, then I'd suggest putting a little fridge in there, but this is for the realism of the CentreParcs lodge. These are little wardrobes, which they tend to have in the master suite, and then there's normally a twin room for children. I've put in some windows along the some mirrors along the back, and that is very similar to how they actually have the features here. Usually in these bathrooms there's a small shower. Here, however, I've just placed in a family bathroom, and these have water jets, and that's very similar to the actual spa experience that you get at CentreParcs. I've got an area here which shows a block of colour, which they tend to have, and then on this side, if I just bring up the walls, you'll see I've framed out a bit of black wall here, and that would be a blackboard, and they tend to have a message, and a member of the cleaning staff will often write a message to welcome you to the lodge when you arrive. I've got a fireplace here, and this is just a coffee table with a fire in it, but I think it has a much more realistic impression of how CentreParcs is when you visit. There is always a jumper of clutter here, just showing you restaurant guides and takeaway menus. I've put in some decorative artwork here which shows fire safety. There's often nice prints inside the lodges. And this wall texture here, normally it's more woodland based, a sort of close run of fir trees, but with the pack selection, not wanting to use any modified content, I've just used this wallpaper. I've decorated the chimney inside to look like a brick chimney. At night there's some lights outside to help you guide your way. Normally there'd be like a bike rack here. And there's also a floodlight just out here showing you so you can dine inside. Because there isn't actually a refrigerator in this build, when people tend to come and stay at the holiday lodge, I do find that people just endlessly cook on the barbecue. So that's the brief tour of the CentreParcs lodge. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more of these things, then leave a comment below, and so maybe think about subscribing. Thank you for watching.